Parents and a teenager with OCD, how to get your life back. Hi, I'm Julie and my daughter was diagnosed with OCD when she was 14, and what followed are 5 years of absolute hell, really trying to slowly release her from the clutches of OCD. She's since gone on to lead a more normal life and she's now studying university. Does OCD totally go away? No, but you learn how to manage it and you learn to get on top of it quite quickly. So what did I do to get my life back when I had a teenager with OCD? The first thing you need to do is get an official diagnosis, just to eliminate any other conditions. You do that by visiting a GP and they will then refer you for professional therapy. If you live in the UK, that's likely to be CAMS, Child and Adolescent Mental Health Services. So what can you do in the meantime? Because chances are CAMS waiting lists now are just endless. So what you can do in the meantime is do what I did. I was lucky to get help from CAMS because prior to that, I was doing all the wrong thing and feeding OCD and making my daughter's OCD an awful lot worse. So what I learned from CAMS therapy that I can help you with while you wait for therapy is this. The therapy you need to be doing with a teenager that has OCD is ERP therapy. Now, what is ERP therapy? ERP stands for Exposure Response Prevention Therapy, and it basically, in a nutshell, means exposing your teenager to their greatest fears a little bit by little bit. And I stress that it's got to be done bit by bit, because exposure therapy will be very uncomfortable for your child and they'll be very reluctant to do it. So it involves cutting it down into tiny pieces and doing it very, very gradually. So what you do with exposure therapy, the easiest way I found was to get them to write a list and mark the list on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least anxiety, 10 being the most. And whatever the lowest score it is, that becomes your first challenge. And then you work on that in order to either reduce on compulsions, delay compulsions, tackle avoidance, whatever it is, that will depend on what your child's OCD theme is. Don't give up hope, because it will seem like you're never ever going to get a normal life again. I've been there, bought the t-shirt as they say, and it was tough. It was really tough. It took me and the whole family to the brink trying to support my daughter with OCD. But if you stay consistent and do exposure therapy, ERP therapy, bit by bit, every single day, honestly, you will see a difference in your daily life. So I just wanted to pop this quick video on because I'm aware, particularly nowadays, there are more and more people contacting me despairing because their teenager, they're just at a loss really of what to do. And that's where I was when my daughter was 14. I didn't have a clue where to start. I now know more, having been privileged to have had professional help. So what I try to do is just support mums or dads who find themselves where I was and just give them a little helping hand, if you like, while you wait for professional therapy. Now, I do this through my workshops. I've actually recorded a workshop for people like you who need support in helping a teenager with OCD. I price it as low as I can at £45. It's 3 sessions. It's quite a chunky workshop and it comes with a workbook as well that you can do alongside it. And I sort of decided to record it and just put on the Teachable site. So because I'm aware that when you've got a teenager with OCD, sometimes you can't always commit and plan ahead to sort of attend a live workshop. So that's why I've popped onto the Teachable site for parents like you who are like I was, to give a helping hand of where to start. And I've broken it down as much as I can for you. It's on the Teachable site. I'll pop a link to it in the comment section below. If you want any more advice or any more help with OCD and managing OCD in your teenager, just pop a comment in the link below. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because that'll ensure then, because I post regularly on here, you don't miss any further tips on how to help a teenager with OCD and to get your life back.